Thank you very much, Madam President. A couple of weeks ago, we were at George and Mark and I were at a meeting at College Gardens, and I said to the crowd that really what we have is a mess, and that's what we have. And the more that I have looked at this, the mess hasn't gotten any better; it's gotten deeper, and that's what we're involved in: is a mess on this situation. There is further need for Jeremiah Park. There is no question. We need to tell the Board of Education immediately, today if possible, and if, Madam President, you don't want to do it today, then I would vote for the further need as soon as possible. We need to tell Montgomery County Public Schools that they do not have this hanging over their head. This is wrong for them. It is wrong for every one of us that's involved in this situation. The fact that they said, oh, you know, that there's a possibility, let's look at Carver, was out of desperation, not out of, in my opinion, it was out of desperation, not something that they would normally have come up with. Carver is being used for the students of Montgomery County. The parking lot in front of Carver is being used for the students of Montgomery College, and it has need, and we continue to use it in a proper fashion. We need to look at this differently than we have looked at this before. And that means we need to come up with a permanent solution first, and then work backwards. We need to first say that we still continue to need Jeremiah Park, then we need to look at the permanent solution. We need to do things in a much more transparent way. We have not. And there are certain things that can't be as transparent, and we had to have a session just before this where we were reminded once again that you're dealing in some legal matters, et cetera, and we need to be careful on what we do say and what we don't say. But most of what we can say can be very, very transparent. We need to tell the Board of Education that they don't need to vacate Jeremiah Park so that they can continue to use it and not have to be worried about what happens on the 1st of January. We need to bring many others into the conversation, one of whom certainly needs to be the city of Rockville. The city of Rockville, Bridget wrote that for me. I'm kidding. The city of Rockville is either part of where this land is located or is next to where this land is located. And in some cases, the only way anybody could really get there is through the city of Rockville. They need to be a major part of this discussion. We should say clearly that if we are going to relocate, that it shouldn't be next to anybody's house. It should be that even if it's not next to somebody's house, that if you can only get there through a residential area, that you can't do that. We need to say the way that we need to do this is to do it in a way that we are as clear about it as we can be. We need to have better criteria, or the criteria that we do have should be the best criteria. The bottom line is we need to say right now, as soon as possible, if it's not today, we need to say we do need Jeremiah Park to continue. We need to say that no to Carver. We need to say no to Westmore. We need to say no to Avery. We need to say I usually don't get applause when I say no, but anyhow, especially at home. We need to say it clearly. We need to say it as quickly as we can. And candidly, at this point, I don't know where these buses should be located. I really don't. But I know where they shouldn't be located, and those are the spots that we've already named. This does not make any sense. It does not make any common sense, and it doesn't make any dollars and cents. We need to start looking at this in a very different way. And to others' points, I mean, I don't like to repeat what others have said, but to others' points, if from an economic viewpoint, this does not make sense, and we need to figure out whether or not they should stay until it does make economic sense at Jeremiah Park. They are there. It's not costing us anything in addition. It's not ideal. I mean, the parking is limited there for the bus drivers, and we need to consider all of that. But this is a situation that needs to be changed as quickly as we can change it. We need to do all that I've already stated. Thank you very much, Madam President.